So Dan, I'm so happy to be back in this house here with you.
Yeah.
It's a privilege to represent this house and help you sell it. Go back to 2008. We had looked at maybe 20, maybe 25 homes. You would come from a pretty amazing property in Keystone, so you had the bar set pretty high. What was it about this home when you walked in that said, this is what we have to have?
Well, one of the things about this home was that first of all, I was surprised that it was on the market. And it just had happened that somebody else wanted it, and that had fallen through. But when I realized we were coming up here into Hamilton Creek to look at a home, I recalled back to the back years before that when I had driven up here, and I really decided that if I was going to buy another home, it was going to be in Hamilton Creek.
Nice.
It was really kind of a vision of mine to live up here. And I remember walking through the front door and looking out this window at the Gore Range and the amazing view from here that will never be obstructed, and the lack of high density housing up here. It's like we're far enough apart from each other so that nobody really bothers you.
You can do most anything that you want to do up here, and it's the fresh mountain air, and it's the calm, it's the quietness. So I'm gonna miss that.
So Dan, when you bought this house in 2008, it was originally a second home for you, kind of a mountain retreat. You come up throughout the different times of the year to cool off from Houston and enjoy the winter activities, of course. But it's something that, as you explained, you kind of fell in love with, and you made this your full-time residence. You wrote a best-selling book up here. As you move on to the next place, what is it that you're going to miss the most about living in Hamilton Creek?
Well, I don't think there's one thing I'm going to miss. I'm going to miss the wildlife, especially the wildlife. I'm going to miss this view of the Gore Range, where you can see, Buffalo Mountain, Red Mountain, and all the way down. I can see like 30 miles down the range from here. I'm going to miss that view.
The sun shines.
Yeah,
The sun
the
shines,
sun is out.
Lots of
and
blue sky.
I love being able to go outside and walk along the river.
Just, the feeling, and you get up every morning and I sit in this chair and I have my tea and I read the newspaper on my iPad, and I watch the sun come up on the mountains across on the Gore Range, and it's just magnificent. It's when I go to bed at night, I go to bed at night with the thought of getting up in the morning and being able to do that.